take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. You're not gonna pull your hair out at the end of this cave.
Something tells me that statement will be quickly proven false. Nice little healing unit. Start of the cave, which probably means you're really...
Everything will be okay. Oh no, it will be.
I don't think I've seen you die in a Pokemon game yet. I think you'll be just fine. So since you're 4 levels higher than him. Trust me. You have nothing to worry about. You're 4 levels higher than him and he's already dead. Or already almost dead.
Ah!
Or that's gonna happen? I mean, you still have way more Pokemon than that, so I'm still not worried, but I did not see that one coming at all.
After I fill up my party, I tend to start catching a bunch of Pokemon. I'm glad I stopped right next to that person who could heal my Pokemon.
That was, yeah, very conveniently placed, I must admit.
Okay. Oh yes, this is Fossil Town. Stop right there? What do you mean stop right there? Hey, it's you two!
Haha, we didn't mean to surprise you. How are you and Wartortle doing? We're doing just great. You know, this one wanted to leave him all by himself.
How a single Pokédex could possibly cover big regions? Well, it can. That's why you're gonna get an upgrade.
Okay, I'll try speaking now. This one wanted to leave you all by yourself in a freaking daycare, but I stepped in and said, no, absolutely not. And now, here we are with the Pokemon we always wanted all along.
Oh, we are catching you.
Absol?
For the sole reason of sticking you in the box.
For the Absol reason?
The absolute reason.
Yes. Another pun in the bag. I shall keep making puns.
Okay, I would say we would go for another... How much longer will we go?
I'm actually getting pretty hungry myself.
I'm gonna get some food, and then I got some writing.
Yeah, so is there a stopping point somewhere near here that we can...
Yes, as soon as we get off this route.
Alright, so then we'll call it off there. We'll get to the next route and then we'll call it a day.
We'll get to the town at the bottom of this route that you see over the cliff.
Alright, since it's come...
Impending danger!
How do you name this?
Abby!
That works. Nice little name.
How do I get out of here?
That is a good question, but it looks like
no!
Dream big, so you're looking at the future champion after all. Bring it on.
I didn't mean to do that.
Rising Star Paulette. Well, you may not have meant to do it, but now here we are, and that's what we're doing. I didn't see. Did you heal your Pokemon before this?
I hadn't taken it.
Well, Vern did faint in that battle in the cave.
Yeah, and I healed.
Okay, so that's still you did heal your Pokemon. Cool.
Don't use scary face. You're cute, Axew. No!
No.
No! Ah!
Oh, hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread. Come on, little F. Pull through for us.
Ah!
Hanging on by literally 1 HP on both ends. I feel like your speed is probably high enough so that you could take him out in one shot.
No, that was
Especially since all it's doing so far is using Scary Face, which doesn't actually do any damage to you.
Did you not see the dual drop?
I didn't.
No, yes, no, yes. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fire spin.
Yeah, you probably would have been alright.
I chugged the potion.
Yeah, I mean, you would have been fine without the potion.
No, I wouldn't have been fine without the potion.
All it knew how to do was Scary Face, so it probably wouldn't have done any damage to you.
No, did you not see it dual chop me down to 1 health?
Yes, it did. And then what was the next thing it did? Scary Face.
Yes.
The very next thing it did was what I thought it would do, which was Scary Face. So had you attacked there, you would have been fine. Especially since your speed just rose before that.
And then I attacked second the next turn.
Yes, because the Scary Face caused your speed to fall. But that wouldn't have been that wouldn't have mattered because you would have already attacked it.
Okay. Well, okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going?
Trainer's Games. I guess. Well, currently we're trying to get to that town down there, so we can both get some dinner.
I believe this is where the research station. Correct? Which means we'll get a fossil. Which means we'll get
Parkour? That's what it looks like you're doing.
I'm just playing hopscotch. Don't worry about me.
Rocks for some reason.
Okay. Ah, we're in town. Okay, that's good. Never mind. This is Amber Town. You can go through the aquarium to get to Cyclage City. But first, we have to go to the fossil labs to have the tons of fossils! Yay! Maybe we'll be able to learn something about those mysterious stones related to Mega Evolution. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but, Blastoise may be kicked out of the party when we get Lucario. And by may, I mean will. Anyways, we're gonna deposit Abby in here, so now Ducky has a friend.
Who's your friend that likes to play?
We're gonna organize our boxes a bit. We're gonna name this box the, back of the team box. This is the party box. This is the box where Pokemon who are allowed into the party stay. This is
Party Central.
This box will be the Legendaries box. I don't think I need a Legendaries box actually. This will be. What? Let's just go back to box 2. We're gonna change the background. Do we want to organize this by type? Do we want to?
It's up to you. I'm not the one who's gonna be in charge of this. This is your playthrough.
I'm gonna not. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes.
You seem to be at odds with yourself.
Yes. The fossil lab. Yes, you told me where this was totally. There's the aquarium. Use the CM. Oh! Oh, you're the blonde one I saw. I'm wondering if you have 153! I'd really like to see it. I don't think I do have one of those. Can evolve during a battle. Did you know that? Yes, I did. That's what I'm looking for. There are lost stones that can bring out the new power Pokemon house. We just don't have Satellites or something. Maybe that makes me think that anything could happen here. Yes! Lots of things could happen here. I'm being very vague. Is this the fossils lab? Yes. Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
No, we haven't counted those HM things you keep referring to.
Oh, no, I did while you were gone. And when you look back at the recording, you will hear a audible sigh. So let's go talk to the fossil team. Hello. You must come to the fossils because you like fossils. Yes, I do. Janice said with you. Please let me know. Alright, yep, that's for black and white. Hey, there's Caleb.
Oh, wait for me. You totally leave me behind.
I'm choosing this one.
Welcome, future archaeologists. You were drawn here by the mystique of fossils, no doubt. I'm Caleb, and this is Chris, and we're totally cool and all stuff. We're researching Mega Evolution. Do you know anything about it or whatever? Oh, so you're Professor Sycamore students. I've heard about you. Mega Evolution, you say? Sorry, but all I know is that it has something to do with mysterious stones. Still, since you're students of the professor, you must know about Pokemon fossils, correct?
Yes!
Wonderful, expecting a lesson from Professor Sycamore students. That's right, fossils are the legacy of prehistoric Pokemon. You should really go to this dig site and see the real thing firsthand. Is that so? Well, if you don't know anything about Mega Evolution...
We're going to the dig site, Caleb.
Hold on, Pokemon that can be restored from fossils just might have something to do with the Mega Evolution. The assistant at Glittering Cave right now might know about that.
Let's go!
Well, as long as I'm here, I guess I'll go see that assistant. Heading to Glittering Cave, little C?
Yep, let's go! This is getting longer because I really want to get that fossil, because I really want to go get my Pokemon fossils.
And we're both getting ever the hungrier by the second.
You have to ride a Rhyhorn to get there in that case.
You have to do what?
Riding Rhyhorn is so much fun. You can even pretend you're the famous Rhyhorn racer, Grace. That's my mom! I like to ride Rhyhorn too. Press A to find your way over the clay. That's a little ditty will teach you, you know? Now come.
Pokemon movie. Okay. I'm sorry, Stomach. You'll get food soon. We gotta go
Rocky
ride a
helmet.
ride home.
Okay. Let's go! Oh, look! Look, it's a Rhyhorn! Okay. Let's go, Rhyhorn. This is a fun part.
This should be extra territory for you with your horse riding skills.
Yes. We gotta break through the rocks.
Did this thing move any slower?
Take this time. Don't bully him. It's okay, Rhyhorn. You're doing great.
No, we're on a time crunch here, friends.
Hey! Helio type!
Cool.
Helio type. You're a ground rock type. Oh, wait, you're an electric type. I should switch. Wait, you avoided it? No, don't use Thunder Shock on me. Wait, no! Okay, I'm just gonna run. Why didn't I do that to begin with? Okay. Please. I need to get off for a minute. Rhyhorn, and I'll be right back. Be right back, though. Let's pick up this X defense. Okay. We got the X defense. Rhyhorn, time to go.
Yeah, I feel like the stopping point would have been before we went on this quest.
But, I want that fossil too badly. Is this another healer top? No, it's a sand vial. Oh, we stepped on it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on you. I'm sorry, Sandile. Yeah, Fight! Okay. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah, he moves at the speed of snail and sleeping pills.
2,000 years later.
Yes. Cave. We're in the glittering cave now.
This is what about this cave scared us away?
I remembered relevant details happen here.
Relevant plot details?
Oh. I don't think I was supposed to go that way.
Well, we went this way, and now we're fighting a wild Solrock. Is that a threat?
Not really. So I was training my Pokemon. I ended up just playing with them in Pokemon Amy instead. And it's not called Amy. It's like I'm me.
When
I'm not
Apple
entirely
and
sure what it's called.
when Apple and Nintendo combine their forces together, we get Me.
Yes.
Get it? Because I like it's the I from all the I products, and then we put me at the end of it, and then we
Yes,
get
I get it.
Me. See, I'm funny. Thank you for your pity laugh. I can now sleep tonight.
Anyways, 4 things. Yes, 4
One.
things. Which one do you want to
Alright.
start with? Choose number 1 to 10, 1 to 4.
1 to 10? Ooh, I'll pick number 8 then. I like number 8.
I don't have an 8.
No, you said 1 to 10. You may have corrected yourself immediately afterwards and said 1 to 4.
I meant 1 to 4. I don't have an 8.
You may have corrected.
There is no
Okay,
8.
we'll go. All right, sorry, number 8. You don't exist anymore. I choose number 3.
3. So I know my Christmas shopping at 3 a.m.
Okay. Personally, I prefer to do mine at 4 a.m. But you know, 3 a.m. works too.
I just didn't want to go to bed last night, and then I had to get up at 8:30 this morning.
You like to stay up late. I like to mention when she sent me the footage for the first session, there was a comment on this file that she sent that said, "Please do not ask why I'm still up," and it was just sent at like 3 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah.
I don't sleep very well.
Obviously.
I get
Obviously
my
not.
best work done when I'm awake. Where am I going? That's another dead end.
I imagine most people get their best work done when they're awake.
Well, you know what I mean. Awake, late at night, not being productive. Any case, that was number 3.
Alright, well, let's do number 1.
Number 1. I don't know why, but I got bored. I didn't realize that the whatchamacallit, whatever the world adventure thing was in Epcot. I had a very traumatic experience with Epcot just for preference.
Ooh! Story time! Alright, I think what this means, we're gonna get a story time, a traumatic story. Let's hear it, I'm ready. I got my popcorn.
I'm not gonna get a traumatic story time. I think it can be summarized as my teacher took a school trip way too seriously with a bunch of like 12-year-olds.
Okay, I don't know how does one take a Disney trip too seriously?
To make us actually do educational things.
Ah. Okay.
They let us do any of the actually fun rides.
So basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, you walked around World Showcase all day and didn't do anything in Future World.
Exactly.
Which should be clear. I should clarify. There's a lot of really great stuff in Future World. A lot of really awesome restaurants to explore.
Bill Nye thing over there.
Oh, Universe of Energy.
Yeah.
Which is a ride that no longer exists.
Yeah. Anyways, the important part was I didn't realize that before it was the Agent P ride. It was Kim Possible. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Do they just have like a thing for putting spies in their Epcot world?
Well, I mean, because that's the whole idea is it's like you're a globe-trotting secret agent, so it makes sense to when Kim Possible went away, then they brought in Agent P, and then Agent P stayed there for 6 years, I think, and then they were gonna phase it out for DuckTales, but then DuckTales got canceled. So
well, I looked it up actually. It was supposed to be out this year, like summer of this year. Before, I think they were supposed to release it ahead of release of season 3, which in a perfect world that probably would have gone great.
Probably.
But this isn't a perfect world.
No, it is not. But yeah, I just want to clarify real quick. World Showcase has a lot of awesome stuff, a lot of really awesome atmosphere, cool shops, cool restaurants. There's a lot of really awesome stuff in World Showcase.
Yeah, it's cool. I just somehow missed, because I'm almost certain the Agent P ride or Kim Possible or one of those would have been around at the time I went, but I don't remember it being there.
If it was it middle school or elementary school?
5th grade.
It would have been Kim Possible, because Agent P didn't show up until, yeah, it would have still been Kim Possible.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, so World Showcase individually, awesome. Future World individually, awesome. But a trip to Epcot is not complete without experiencing a little bit of both. So to spend all your time in one or the other, not the way... Oh, you didn't get to do Test Track?
I have never been on Test Track.
Okay, as soon as it is safe to do so, I'm bringing you to Disney World, and we're gonna do all the fun stuff there. Yeah. You brought me to Universal, I'm bringing you to Disney, because she's never been to Test Track or anything else there, so we need to, as soon as it's safe to do so, which should hopefully be soon because of the vaccine and all that, we're doing that. Anyway, yeah, so that's your Epcot traumatic story.
Anyway, so that's just my fun fact. Okay, you have 2 and 4 left.
I choose 4. We're bouncing all over the place.
Okay, 4. What was 4 again? Oh yeah, Pokémon.
And then, okay.
So the game we're playing right now? Oh. God. Why?
So what is 4?
So, I I made a list of all the Pokemon games by
Did you
generation
check it twice?
and by
Did you find out who's naughty and nice?
basically, I was planning out what games are going to be played, what games are definitely not going to be played.
You made a list. She made a list.
I basically just threw out all the Game Boy games. Except
So you
for
made a
Fire
nice
Red
and
Leaf
naughty
Green.
list.
Maybe Red and
So you made a nice and naughty list, except for Pokemon games.
It was basically a list of what games I think what games we should be played. I also
The nice and naughty
realized
list.
that we're getting the 2 worst story games out of the way right now.
Oh, this game has the worst story.
It's this game and Sword and Shield are like generally agreed. Their story is not really the best, as you can see from like various aspects you've probably already noticed.
Sword, I wouldn't say that Sword had a bad story. I would say that it had a story.
Mediocre story. It had a
No,
story that was painfully
it had a
average.
story.
that
There was a beginning, a middle, and end with 3 climaxes. The only bad part was that there were 3 climaxes. Like that was the bad part. But generally speaking, it was just like, well, that sure was a story that I just played through.
It was story. So
this game, I can get those vibes. I can definitely sense that from this game.
it does have. I liked the story when I first played it, but compared to the other games, it's on the lower end. So these are like the 2 lower ends of the games. So after this, we're gonna go to the best stories, and as we get through the best stories, the games are slowly going to get harder and harder.
I'm guessing the best stories are Black and White and Sun and Moon.
Black and White, Sun and Moon, yes. Did I
Okay.
just go through that loop twice? I did. That was
Anyway,
weird.
so now what's number 2?
Number 2 was Marvel. Have you seen the Marvel release schedule?
I know that Black Widow comes out next May. I know that Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings comes out next July. And I know the next Spider-Man movie is 2022. It's Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, Thor 4. That's all 2022.
So, actually, Spider-Man got pushed
Spider-Man?
up to December. So it's
Spider-Man
going
got pushed to
be
December.
Black Widow Black Widow in May, Shang-Chi in July, Eternals in November, and
I forgot
Spider-Man
about that.
in December. So there's gonna be 4 Marvel movies next year.
4.
Yes. Because there were supposed to be 2 this year, but because they got pushed back, there's now 4 next year.
That's
not including the TV shows.
I'm gonna drown in Marvel content next year. That's what I'm gonna do.
We should get a guarantee that they're all gonna be somewhat good and watchable and probably fantastic in most cases.
Look, it was good for the first 8 episodes, and then episode 9 happened, and it all fell apart. Oh wait, isn't there also a Doctor Strange sequel? When's that? Is that 2022 as well?
2022-ish. That will come out after WandaVision finishes.
Oh yeah, because it's tied to that somehow.
Yeah. I mean,
I rewatched.
her little
I don't want to know anything. I've deliberately avoided all trailers. The last trailer I watched, believe it or not, was the Spirit of Justice trailer. And I watched it after I played the game, so there was no fear of spoilers. But in that trailer, there's a big reveal in the final case of the game, like the first half of the final case, which is like a really impactful, oh my god, this is actually happening moment. But that gets spoiled in the trailer. Like that's a really impactful moment, and you're like, oh, I guess that's in the trailer. Wow. So I just don't watch trailers anymore, unless I'm not interested in the movies. For instance, when the Aladdin remake came out, like I don't envision a world in which this is good. So I watched the trailer. Lion King remake, same thing. Although credit where it's due, the Aladdin remake, if you've never seen the original, that was actually pretty good. I was impressed with the Aladdin remake. Will Smith was, without a shadow of a doubt, the star of the show. I mean, the actors in general just blew me away in that movie. The actors and the music were great. And they did add some interesting things story-wise. Jasmine's story, for one, was the takeaway. So if you've never seen the original, you'll probably enjoy the remake. But I don't see how it's possible for anybody to watch the Lion King remake and say to themselves, Yep, that was good. Let's make another one. Let's make a prequel to the Lion King remake.
Speaking of which... Oh no! What's this?
Jimmy Neutron?
You get to read these lines.
Well, what do we have here? A nosy little trainer has come poking around. Listen up, we're the fashionable... We're the fashionable team whose very name makes people tremble in fear! Team Flare! Oh, oogity boogity, I'm shaking in my boots.
Get used to this. This is every game.
Shiver me timbers, I'm so scared. Team Flare. Team Flare's goal is to make it that we're the only ones who are happy. What? we don't care one bit about what happens to other trainers of Pokemon. Get out of here, kid. Don't you know how not to play with fire? No.
No, I have I have 2 fire types.
Getting my fancy suit dirty isn't a stylish way to do things, but if you insist, I'll obliterate you! Get her, Ondor!
Oh,
behold!
Do you
the
want to know
Pokemon
secret number
Invader!
5?
The what? Oh,
So last night, while I was watching the Mandalorian finale. By the way, fantastic. While I was watching it, I was thinking about my Pokemon team because I was trying to like rearrange it and stuff, and I realized
you know, like you do, casually watching the Star Wars show, thinking about Pokemon, like you do.
So you unintentionally solved a problem that I knew I had, but you didn't know I had because I hadn't told you about it, and I thought I had solved it.
So what this means, people, is that even when I'm not around, I'm solving people's problems. Even when I have no idea what I don't even know what she's talking about or what I did. But you know what?
What was the thing that I was getting upset with you about yesterday?
Blue Turtle.
Yes.
Is Vern gonna save the day, like I always knew he would?
No. There's a certain area. God damn it.
Uh-oh. Go, Little F. Little F was dragged out.
Close
Forcibly
enough. You're still going to die.
Physically dragged
mind.
out. Roar!
Up. We're on to
did
the
you
next
just...
one. No.
Wait,
no.
did he just immediately... Did he just kill you in one shot?
No, he switched my Pokemon. So Roar sends him that Pokemon back and pulls another one out.
Yeah, that feeling you have right now, that's what I had throughout the entirety of Pokemon Sword. Well, not the entirety of it, but for a lot of it, I was just like...
Basically, what the plan is right now is that we're going to get through the 3D games first, and then we'll go back to the 2D games.
You know, the backwards order.
Yes, we're going backwards. I mean, you went from Gen 8 to Gen 6, and we're probably going to stay in Gen 6 for a little bit. Maybe. Possibly. Not really sure about that yet, but...
In case you haven't figured it out, by the way, she's at the helm of this. I have no control over what we do next. It's entirely up to her.
Yes, you will find out what we're doing next at the end of this, though.
Okay.
So, probably sometime next week, week after, question mark?
Probably.
Probably, maybe around Christmas time-ish?
Merry Christmas, we're gonna play Pokemon.
Oh, yes. I just have to... I'm hoping all my gifts get here before...
I mean, ordering them this late? Eesh.
Yeah, that's why I ordered them at 3 a.m.
You're gonna be lucky if they get here on time. I mean, unless you do, like, super extreme, mega, ultra action-packed shipping things.
I mean, for the ones I could, I did 2-day. The ones on Amazon, it was already on Prime, so that wasn't a problem. And then for other ones, I just made sure I could go pick them up at a store, which is what I did today. I went and picked up my store gifts. Zubat, my worst enemy.
It's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. Also, when does Guardians of the Galaxy 3 come out?
Eventually.
Because I feel like I haven't heard anything about that at all since they rehired James Gunn.
It's like Disney just sent him away for you. You're like, yeah, just go work on something else in a year. We'll call you back. Don't worry about it.
I don't even know. Maybe you know, because if out of the two of us, you have a better chance of knowing this than I do. Is it gonna be pre-Endgame or post-Endgame? I guess pre-Infinity War. Yeesh.
Most likely most things coming out will probably be post-Endgame. Because they kind of got a few loose ends hanging around there, if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky to reconcile. I don't know how they're gonna... First of all... Is it safe to... You know what, I'm gonna say right now, just spoiler warning, if at this point you haven't seen Endgame...
It's your own fault. It's been 2 years. 3.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. It's
been 2 years.
Also,
so I don't know how they're gonna...
Flair. You have beaten me, but when I lose, I go out in style! Yay.
Well, that's nice.
I need lots of money for my shopping spree.
So I don't know how they're gonna reconcile Gamora in future Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Because, like, they just essentially just reset her character work with Peter.
I mean,
so...
It's the same thing with Loki. And I have faith that they're not going to screw it up.
Well, I mean, Loki's gone from this universe. He's doing his own thing in a different timeline now, which is how they justify the Loki show.
Loki's freaking show looks like a mental trip and a half. I have no idea what the heck was happening in the trailer, but I love it.
Like I said, haven't watched it, don't plan to. I prefer to keep things. When is... I know the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show is in March, which is probably the one I'm most excited for.
Except for Loki.
Because the Winter Soldier is like top 5 MCU movies. It's Infinity War, Spider-Man, Homecoming.
May is Loki.
Okay, May is when Loki comes out. Well, Winter Soldier's up there. Guardians of the Galaxy. There's... So yeah, the Winter Soldier was phenomenal.
Political thriller in a superhero movie. Never thought you needed that, did you?
Well, that's the thing, is that a lot of people will just dismiss them immediately. It's like, oh, the superhero movies. Like, I don't really know that you can qualify them as because that's not a genre per se. Because none of the Marvel movies, for the most part, share that. Like, Iron Man 3 is a techno thriller kind of thing. Winter Soldier's a political thriller. Guardians of the Galaxy sci-fi action movie. They all have different genres to themselves. They're not all a uniform superhero genre. So it's I've never really described them as such. I probably would have prior to actually watching the Marvel movies, but having seen them all, they all definitely stand apart from each other.
I want to smash my head on this rock because I hate this rock.
What did the rock do to you?
It's not what it does, it's what it implies.
What does the rock imply?
Pain and suffering.
Okay, so to fix pain, so to fix that, you want to create more pain and suffering by bashing your head against it?
Well, it won't be in this universe anymore. I also realized I need to buy Ether. Not yet, but when we get to the Elite Four.
Oh yeah, the Elite Four is a thing in this game.
You don't know who the Elite Four is. Oh,
no, I don't.
I have to put it on you. I don't want to put it on you.
There's also like, what, 10 Star Wars shows that were announced?
Yeah. Oh! You haven't seen The Mandalorian.
What do you, how spoilery would it have been? Because I probably am not going to watch it.
It's literally the last scene of this last season, so I'm not.
Oh, well, I know what happens then. I know what happens then. I've seen... It's hard to... It's easy to avoid spoilers something you care about, but when it comes to something you don't care about, it's like, oh, okay, cool. This has no impact on my life whatsoever.
Yeah,
so
Twitter had a meltdown last night. That was great.
So fire away. I know who shows up.
No, not that. It's different.
And even if I didn't know who shows up,
they announced a 11th thing at the end of that finale.
They announced a what?
An 11th thing.
Oh, the Boba Fett show?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So now it's technically 11.
Wonderful.
Yes. We're gonna forget a move. We're gonna forget Ember.
You ever feel like they're spreading themselves too thin with how much they're covering at once?
I mean, they kind of had the entire year of just being stuck at home. I feel like the writers probably got a little stir crazy. And that's probably how they ended up with 50 shows being announced.
That night just... That was something. That was Probably the longest continuous chain of announcements back to back to back.
Yes. Okay, well...
I want another Muppet movie. We haven't had a Muppet movie in 6 years. I want another Muppet movie. Gimme.
The movie? You want the Muppets? There's
Yes.
a picture of Baby Yoda eating Kermit.
Why?
We're gonna take down everyone else so we can do what we want. Look at that symbol. Look at that
Okay,
belt.
but like what? Okay, but like why was Baby Yoda eating Kermit?
Because he eats frogs.
Ah, naturally.
He's a
How-
baby.
how-
He ate a frog in like the 2nd episode. So
Okay. That sounds thrilling. That I don't know that I would. Why would anybody draw that? Like, yeah, I'm gonna draw a picture of Baby Yoda consuming Kermit. Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. It's the Muppet Show with our very special guest, Mr. Jack Black. Yay!
there is also a picture on Kevin. Is it John Favreau or Kevin Feige's Twitter of?
I have no idea.
Freaking George Lucas cradling Baby Yoda on set.
Okay then.
What you're supposed to be using fire types? God, you lied to me.
I have told you no lies.
No, I'm talking to you. You lied to me. I was expecting fire types, not freaking electric and poison types.
Is the game talking back to you?
Well, they're named Team Flare and they're dressed in bright red.
That
By the way, that's
That
why I
doesn't-
got disappointed while I was talking to that person in the Pokemon Center the other day. Yesterday. You remember when they
Oh.
said, why are red suits in trend right now? And I sighed loudly.
yes.
It was because of this, because I realized, so they're coming. We're about
Team Flare's coming to town.
It's time to meet the main villain.
Yeah, pretty sure the main villain is still that guy who wants to bedrock over the world and create a new world order. Destroy the current world to make a better world afterwards. Or something like that, I don't know, electric guitar or something.
Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, that just rolls off the tongue, but that's just a reference to Markiplier's FNAF compilation.
Hey!
When he's...
You weren't supposed to beat me!
Well, we did anyway.
Yay.
And by we, I mean her.
Yay! I'm gonna get a makeover in the next town. Yay!
Yeah, it's just a reference to the Markiplier's FNAF compilation when he says, like, or something like that, I don't know, electric guitar or something.
Aw, I should have healed.
How many members of this team are there?
A lot. We're Team Flare. We put passion into fear. We're looking for fossils, but discover the kid, Chris.
What?
Thank
So
you.
different. So there are 2 members of Team Flare this time? How did you get this far into the cave?
Because I beat
Are you
everyone
ready?
ahead of him.
Are you ready to battle alongside me, neighbor?
Yes.
I just fought with another one of these Team Flare guys. So you loosened it for him, so that now he can finish the job, essentially. If you're just trying to make yourselves happy, I won't stop you. But when you threaten people, it's like, who do you think you are anyway? You're not my dad. You're not my real dad. You were challenged by Team Flare Grunt and Team Flare Grunt. Oh? Is it okay? Okay, so it's fine. It'll try to beat its head against the garage door to get out, but it cannot escape.
The other door may also be locked.
Although, well, I mean,
can hear him crying.
what we've learned is that your dogs can open doors, so for all we know, it could already be halfway to Georgia by now.
I was convinced the other day because
Oh, I can hear that dog purring for attention.
one moment.
I believe she is dealing with her dog right now. Does it want to go for a walk? Is that why it's begging for your attention? If it has its leash and it went to the garage door, now it's coming to you. I think it wants to go outside. Not that I would know, because I don't pride myself on knowledge of how dogs work. As far as I'm concerned, a dog's thought process is see human, bite human, eat human, and that's the end of its life's purpose right there. Is just attack me constantly. So I don't know. I'm not an expert on dogs by any stretch of the imagination. But if we use some context clues here, step 1, dog runs into garage, trying to get out. Step 2, dog realizes it can't get out, comes back inside to human. Step 3, shows leash to human. What activity involves a leash and going out through the garage to go outside? Methinks doggy wants to go for a walk. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Let's feel all the people who think I sound like Matt Pep.
They walked into my room with their leashes on for some reason, so I went and took them off. I hope I didn't.
What, you think they just magically?
I don't know why.
You think they just magically? Well, I mean, hey, if they can open doors themselves, maybe they can put on their own leashes. Maybe they work together. And with their powers combined.
I need to switch you my baby. My BB. I need to switch BB. Why are they not using fire types?
Because that would be too
easy.
No! Blue turtle! No! Blue turtle! And it's fine. The rest of the team will hold strong. F.
You struggle bug. Can you do anything but use light screen?
Try asking again. No. It's trying to reference the conch shell from
Never mind.
from the kelp forest. Can I have something to eat?
No.
Can I have something to eat?
No.
Can I have something to eat?
No.
Can't you say anything else but no?
Try asking again.
Hey, look,
I
there's
have
a
something
blue
to
frog.
eat. No.
Oh look. Frogadier. Frogadier and V against Scraggy and Krogunk. Who will win? I don't know, it's looking like they might have the advantage here. Hey, Water Pulse, I know that move.
Oh,
There we go.
Froggy.
One down. So now it's just down to
Krogan.
Blue Frog Boy. Use Pursuit. Oh, Pursuit. Alright, I feel like it's down to the last Pokemon on their team. I think you got this one in the bag.
Done.
Yeah. Momentary moment of panic, but in the end it all worked out.
Hey, we leveled up. Oh, by the way, I got their affection up for me to level 3. They all love me. Yay! Ellie got to level 20, finally! She can be useful!
She can be useful.
Go,
Yay.
go, team player! Oh, I lost? I guess I'll stop cheering now. You made me so fast. Sad. I think I'm gonna cry.
You've made me so fat, I think I'm gonna cry.
I got 1,600 Pokéballs. And guess what?
Nice. What?
Ellie's evolving!
Yay! Well, what's Ellie gonna evolve to?
You'll see.
Well, right now I don't see. What's she gonna do? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? This is taking a long time. Ah.
Da, da, da.
It's starting to look more like a fairy now.
Purlia.
Which, by the way, I can't say the word fairy without immediately thinking of Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairy Godparents!
Fairy Godparents! Fairies! Brilliant. Oh man, my favorite fashionable Team Flare suit is filthy!
If we can restore fossils, we can make some good money.
So, where is this fossil?
It's at the end of why. This is also the reason why
We didn't do this yesterday.
Yeah.
Does that scientist there have the fossil?
That scientist is currently hiding from everyone we just beat.
Okay, well now he can go home because we just beat him.
Mr. Scientist, everything's alright now!
Is he there?
Why, hello! Here to look for fossils as well?
He didn't even know they were here, did he?
Was Team Flare here?
Team Flare?
TM Flare. I don't think that is even Team Flare. What's that?
What's that? A Pokemon?
I can believe it. Never mind. You wouldn't understand. Guess you're so absorbed with looking for fossils you didn't even notice.
You two are very lucky. I just now found 2 fossils.
Oh, look at that.
But they're both ones I already have, so I'll give 1 to each of you.
Oh, so he did have the fossil.
Do you want the jaw fossil or the sail fossil?
I vote we take the sail fossil.
That's what I was gonna take anyways.
Great. For once we made the same decision without having to fight over it. But I would like to point out that my decision so far helped you in the end, even if I didn't
Wait,
even if neither of us knew.
I wanna look at the description for the jaw fossil real quick. It looks like it could chew anything.
Well,
No.
I mean that is indicative of being a jaw, yes.
Sail fossil. Shines all the colors
Come
of the
sail
rainbow.
away.
Yes! Give me the sail fossil!
And it paints with all the colors of the wind. Chris obtained a sail fossil.
So the
Speaking
goal
of-
is to probably get to Gym 4. Try to, at least.
Okay, seems like, I mean, I was gonna say seems like a reasonable goal, but then I'm like, oh wait, I don't know anything about this game, so I have no idea.
No.
Maybe it's reasonable, maybe it's not. Who knows?
It may be a little ambitious, but I think we can make it.
Well, I mean, where are we right now in relation to the?
After
the-
this, we go to Gym 2, and then from there, I think it's straight to Gym 3.
So we're in the. What cave are we in right now? The glittering cave. So then we go to a different city.
That's the, it's that city that you saw off
It's the other cave, right? The other cave?
It was the other cave, though we can't get
Okay.
through there, actually. There's a giant boulder blocking the path.
Oh, lovely.
Deep breath.
And then from there it's a straight shot to so in theory we could get 3 more things today.
Yes. Read.
So we went looking for the assistant and we found that suspicious group. Called Team Flare as well. So with those Team Flare people running around, it'd be better to train more. So I can travel safely. I feel like you're already safe as long as you're with us. I guess the best thing to do is to get tougher at the challenge that Silage City Gym. Okay.
Well, I'm
So
not
that's
walking out of here. Ellie! Use teleport! God damn it.
Can't you just warp with the map?
You can't warp with... What do you mean warp with the map?
So, in Sword, from anywhere on the map, I could always
That's
just...
not a feature in this game.
Well, it's now just dandly inconvenient.
That was before they got rid of all the HMs. There is an instant warp feature. It comes after this gym. You can't use it in caves. You can't actually use it in caves in Sword and Shield either, because it's a taxi that you're taking. Or else,
It can
or
be a
else
magical
Professor-
taxi that goes through the walls or something. I don't know.
Or else Professor Oak will come and tell you. You hear words of advice in your head. There's no time and place to do everything, but now is not that time. Whenever you try to use a bicycle indoors. That happens more often than you would think.
I used to use a scooter indoors when I was super young, because I wouldn't want to. I didn't want to walk from my bedroom to the living room or to the kitchen to eat or hang out with family or whatever. So I'd have a scooter. I would park my scooter just outside my bedroom and I would use it to, because it's my bedroom's carpeted, but then it's tile floor from here to the living room, as you know, through the kitchen to the living room. It's all tile, so I just easily just rolled across there on the scooter. So yeah, I have done that indoors. But using a bicycle indoors, no, never done that one before.
Yeah, only... That's why Professor Oak tells you in your head whenever you try to use it, don't.